Hey guys. Okay, today we are going to find the volume of pyramids. Make sure you write down everything you see on the screen and make sure you write down everything that I write down. Your objective for today, you will be able to calculate the volume of pyramids. So let's review. Volume is the measure of the area contained inside a 3D object in cubic units. And remember, it is cubic units because we are trying to see how many cubes would fit inside of that 3D object. So let's take a look at this picture right here. We have a rectangular prism. Then we have the same rectangular prism with this purple rectangular pyramid inside of it. So as you can see in this picture, it takes 3 rectangular pyramids to equal the entire rectangular prism. That means that within the rectangular prism, we could fit 3 pyramids as long as they have the same size base as the rectangular prism. So we know that volume for a rectangular prism, volume equals area of the base times height. But if it takes 3 rectangular pyramids to make the prism, we're only concerned with one of them. So we're only concerned with 1 out of 3. And we know that 1 out of 3 equals 1/3. So we only want to find 1/3 of the prism's volume. So as you can see here, for the formula of pyramids, we are looking for 1/3 of the area of the base times height. Now we know if we find 1/3 of something, we divide by 3. So I am going to be using this formula in the video. We're just going to take the area of the base times the height, then we're going to divide it by 3 because we're only concerned about finding that 1/3, which would be that pyramid. I want you to keep in mind that on a pyramid, the height is the segment from the apex of a pyramid to the base, and it still intersects it at a right angle. And that's going to be true for both rectangular and triangular pyramids. So your steps, you want to find and shade the base, calculate the area of the base, identify the height, substitute values into your formula, and then solve for the volume. So let's go ahead and do some examples together. Alright, so we want to find the volume of this rectangular pyramid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find and shade the base. So this is going to be the base of my pyramid. Now I want to calculate the area of the base. So my base has dimensions of 4 and 4. And if I have a rectangle, I know area equals base times height. And actually, since it's 4 on all sides, this is actually a square. But it's still area equals base times height, so area equals 4 times 4. So the area of the base equals 16, and that would be feet squared. So our big B is 16 feet squared. Now for the height. So I am just looking for the segment from the apex to the base, and that measures 6 feet. Now to find volume, that's going to be the area of the base times height, and since it's a pyramid, we have to divide by 3. So the area of the base is 16 times a height of 6 divided by 3. Now I'm going to come out to the side and work out 16 times 6. 6 times 6 is 36. Carry my 3. 1 times 6 is 6 plus 3 is 9. So the volume equals 96 divided by 3. And again, I'm just going to come out to the side here and work that out. Remember, top dog goes in the house. 3 goes into 9 3 times. And 3 goes into 6 2 times. So our final volume we get 32 feet cubed. Okay, now we want to find the volume of this triangular pyramid. So I want to find and shade the base. So this triangle on the bottom, that is going to be our base. Now I want to find the area of the base. So to find area of a triangle, that is going to be base times height divided by 2. So I have a base of 8 and a height of 12 on this triangle. So that would be 8 times 12 divided by 2. We know that 8 times 12 equals 96. And then I'm going to come out to the side and work out 96 divided by 2. Remember, top dog goes in the house. 2 goes into 9 4 times. That is 8. Remainder of 1. 2 goes into 16 8 times. So the area equals 48, and that would be inches squared. So that would be the area of my base. Now I'm going to identify the height. So the height is a segment from the apex down to the base, and that would measure 16 inches. So now for volume of a pyramid, that is area of the base times height divided by 3. The area of my base is 48 times my height of 16, and then I'm going to divide that by 3. So I'm going to come out to the side, and I'm going to work out 48 times 16. Alright, and 8 times 6 is 48. Carry my 4. 4 times 6 is 24, plus 4 is 28. 8 times 1 is 8. 4 times 1 is 4. And I'm going to add all that together. I get 768. So I have 768 divided by 3, and I am going to come out to the side and work that out. Remember, top dog goes in the house. 3 goes into 7 twice. 3 goes into 16 5 times. And 3 goes into 18 6 times. So that means that my final volume is 256, and that would be inches cubed. Alright, on example 3, a rectangular pyramid has a volume of 300 cubic meters. If it has a 10 meter by 12 meter base, what is its height? So here we've already been given the volume. We have to work backwards and we have to find the height. So we do not know what the height is, but we do know it has a volume of 300 cubic meters. And then we know it has a base that measures 10 meters by 12 meters. So I want to calculate the area of my base. So if this was my base, it would measure 10 by 12. So I would just want to multiply 12 times 10 because area equals base times height. And then we know that 12 times 10 equals 120. So that is going to be our big B. 120 meters squared, since that's the area of the base. And then we just want to find the height. So we know that volume of a pyramid is the area of the base times the height divided by 3. So 300 equals 120 times the height divided by 3. Now I have a two-step equation. Now, if I am dividing by 3 on this side, I want to use the inverse of that. so that I can isolate this h. So if I'm dividing by 3, I want to multiply by 3 on both sides. I'm going to multiply by 3 on both sides. This will cancel, and I'm only left with 120 times the height, and then 300 times 3 would be 900. Now I want to isolate h completely. So if 120 is being multiplied by h, I want to divide by 120. I'm doing the inverse. That's going to get h isolated. So now I'm going to do 900 divided by 120, and I'm going to come out here to the side and work that out. Alright, 120 will go into 900 7 times, which is 840. And when I subtract that, I get a remainder of 60. So now I have to add a decimal and a 0. Decimal goes up, 0 goes down. 120 goes into 600 5 times, and that comes out evenly. So that means my height equals 7.5, and these were meters. Okay, now it's time for you to try. I want you to find the volume of this rectangular pyramid and this triangular pyramid. Make sure you show all your steps and all of your work so you can receive full credit on your notes. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next class day.